Hello everyone, and welcome back to another starry night, this time in Kundarak, and another buggy quest that has led me to defeat. This time Von won. The battle at the end just wouldn't complete, so I was left with a dud recording and had to start again. So here we are at Von 2. Let's take a quick look at the enhancements, epic destinies rather. So I have decided at the moment at least that the cold light of the moon isn't for me. So I pushed on and took the second enhancement for the moon lands, which is the very nice lunar imbuement. Should be on cooldown all the time because it gives us extra spell power and gives the opponent that's struck more vulnerability. So if it's a boss or something, very nice to have. Otherwise, in the tier 3s, we've got evocation DCs and transmutation DCs. Of course, the scales of the dragon for the temporary hit points we took some time ago. Speaking of temporary hit points, this third core is going to help us as well as the lower spell point cost. I am seeing there that we've got a 15% chance when we cast cold spells to trigger 10 temp hit points per character level, so that'll be 340, lasting only 10 seconds, but in the heat of battle we do plenty of spells and it can trigger once every 10 seconds, so every little helps. A little bit on the gear side, I upgraded our force ring, so we've got some insightful con, impulse, kinetic law. The festive wisdom and charisma are in there so that the ring can be used for either a charisma or wisdom caster depending on what's being done. And as a result of having the force on there, I've been able to swap out the force stick and put the little princess scepter in for, it's only one more on the spell DCs because spell focus mastery is actually covered by our trinket, so it's the insightful one I was after. Spell DC wise, we're doing very well. Outside of Reaper, mid 70s. In Reaper, I think the highest ones are pushing, I think that Moonlands, which is probably our highest one because it starts on a 20, doesn't it? I think that's pushing towards 80 in Reaper, which is very nice. Speaking of Reaper, have we got some enhancements we can take? Yeah, we've got some next cores we can have. Okay, I am hoping that we don't suffer the same fate as last time. It was very laggy. It's not laggy in the public area here, but let's go and have a look. Oh, this doesn't bode well. It's not even letting me in. Yeah, I've had it several times now in that Von 1 where I've just got to the end fight and it just hasn't completed at all. It didn't spawn the last group of things. I checked in all the little side passages, you know, for any stragglers or anything, but there was nothing to be found. So I don't know what happened there. I think maybe lag happened. As sad as it is to keep dwelling on it. You can't really help but dwell on it when it's affecting your daily interactions with the game, or in many cases lack of interaction because people just give up and hope for a better time next time. Let's put our where is our ion stone? There we go. The first thing we're going to go for is the beholder. Now when he does his anti-magic thing, we do have spell-like abilities we can still cast on him here.
A beholder roars, hungry for slaughter and ready.
Oh, I thought I still had. Come on. I made an absolute pig's ear of that. Look, I lost almost half of my ironstone to that. That was appallingly bad, and that was all because I couldn't target the beholder. I ended up targeting a dog instead. I should have used the colours. I mean, I had an embarrassment of choices. Colour spray, sunburst, shardstorm, moonlance, all spell-like abilities, so all of them I could have used against him. So immediate black mark against my name. Okay, so in this one, if you didn't know, unlike in Heroic, there are 3 runes to be triggered before we can move further through it. So we're gonna have to... Oh! There are also a number of traps in here. Deflected, that was nice. So that was counted as an incoming missile. 2. We are a little bit over level for this content, aren't we? What is it? 20... It's 23, I think, on Reaper, and we're 25, so we should be doing okay here. What are you doing hiding down there? Just another one who's going to allow me to show off our finger of death. So I was going to show you Von 1 and 2 because I tend to do either 3 or 4 or both of them in the things that I do on here. However, with 1 having bugged out, I think we're going to have to do one of either 3 or 4. So if I could, I would allow you to vote on such. Can't remember if... I think in Epic you can't negotiate, can you? He's just instantly hostile. Is he dead already? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, Plague Reaper we can give some of that to. Lovely. Did press 1 wrong key there. Aside from that, that wasn't too bad. Would have liked a DDO, but hey ho, we forgot to summon Mikhail, so we'll live with it. Actually, no DDO here isn't too bad. We might do okay here. We get everything? Yes, beautiful. Very nice. I even got Mikhail on the bar here and forgot to summon him. It's another penalty point. Right, now where are we going next, people? I think we're going off down there, aren't we? So that means we're going to have to wear the thing again against the beholder. Are we going to be able to just sort of zoom away and avoid him completely? I think we did. Very nice.
Coastal winds threaten to send you off into the ether.
If you haven't done this quest before, don't worry too much if you do get blown off the thing. It's just a fight against a single opponent and then you get back into the sort of main assembly area, so no harm done. wrong side of the ladder. I think this is the ooze, okay. Yeah, there's a way to opt out from the fight with the ooze, which is especially nice if you are
Your hands grasp at nothing.
struggling to beat those arcane ooze. I think you need a reasonably decent jump score.
Down from the branches above your head.
And then you just pay attention to these X's on the floor, which tell you where you won't get blown off the thing here. I was about to say, oh, you cheat like me and use wings to go straight across, but my wings have run out. I think that's everything that we needed, so let's report back to base. So immediate cold vulnerability, focus fire on Orphney alone, because as soon as she goes the whole lot disappear. Okay.
Orphney awakens from her reverie.
Little extra chest here. Right, so have we come to a decision? Von 3 or 4? Let's do the third one, the jungle. We're right next to it anyway, aren't we? I'm well on my way with I like to do all the Evening Star sagas when leveling, just to give me a boost towards the end. So, what have I got? I've got as far as the Druid's chain, so I've done all the Evening Star 1, 2 and 3, done the Druids, so the next one is the High Road. Maybe that'll be the subject of the next episode.
Trollish war drums begin to beat a steady rhythm. You have been spotted by a lookout. The Blackheart trolls have made their home in the shadow of these ruined walls. They seem eager to repel invaders. Could they possibly be allies of Vale? Ahead, a glowing barrier blocks
Now 4 on this is pushing it a bit, because one of the beholders, the boss beholder at the end, can be really nasty, and the boss what's it called, the mega robot thing, whatever it's, Marut, isn't it? That thing can be a proper spell point sponge. I just know I'm going to come to regret putting that particular gem in something that gets swapped on and off all the time. Wasn't dead. I thought it was dead. My bad. That's what I get for being stingy and trying to conserve the spell points. We've actually got a little bank of temp spell points there. That's the bread and butter of the cold druid, in my opinion. Burst of glacial followed by tsunami. and I don't know what happened there, but some delayed thing happened there, didn't it? Yeah. Still got a nice little amount of 10 hit points. Trolls.
Once again reaches your nostrils. It is true. The trolls and drow are working together.
I've read a comment recently that some people prefer the saved. What is this treachery? Some people prefer the fire druid for the bonuses the summer season gives to the healing side of things. More positive spell power and crit. Go away. Your presence is not welcome. Ooh, double reaperage. Okay, now I'd be brave to do this without the hireling, wouldn't I? I think we're gonna no, I said I wouldn't ever kill the dog, didn't I? Where is our sacrificial Ellie? Has no qualms about killing humans, but but refuses to kill the dog. Something slightly out of kilter there, isn't there? We got him. I think we've probably got a couple behind us. Yes, no, maybe. Or maybe the lightning got the ones behind us.
You stand amidst a scene of terrible slaughter. The inevitable has already passed. You see signs of ancient architecture in the walls ahead. This tribe must be living in the ruins of an older civilization.
Ooh. We are struggling a little bit with the lag here. Stop dying. We've got a nice little chunk of 10 hit points still left. Spell points are looking pretty good. lag is still plaguing us. So that it's giving us reports on the spell pen. That's lag, which is quite nice. I did Finger of Death, the left hand one. I don't know what's happening, or 5 seconds later. So we seem to have a good amount of spell pen between our character past lives and the gear, which is good. That's the kind of thing I like to do where possible. Prepare the things from distance at range, so I'm not risking being hammered by them, and then close in and finish them off, usually with the tsunami. If you wonder why I always Ice Storm first, I throw it in there for two reasons. First of all, because it does slow the opponent, so they have less chance to come out of the target area anyway. Secondly, because it gives them a reflex save and fortitude save penalty, so more likely to be affected by my follow-up evocation or necro spells. I'd forgotten about the Frog of the Lake. Now, one thing you can do, you don't actually have to do a full rest. If there's a shrine and you don't need to really use it, just click on it, and after 2 or 3 seconds the frog thing will come up and you can go on with your 10 spell power bonus to cold if you happen to be a bit more of a min-maxer than me. Did I trigger the... Yes, I did. So we need to have the stone back on again.
Right, relentlessly focused on its target. The locked gate area marks the outer boundaries of the Drow encampment.
Is that the 10-minute one? So yes, 10 minutes that temp HP lasts for. The only slight downside is you've got to swap the weapon, which in these laggy times can be a problem, but
You've entered a new section.
Oh, Reaper, wonderful.
In the distance, you hear a strange and evil clanging. Dark
I'm going to
allies
Finger of Death the Beholder. Actually, I'm going to put Enlarge on for this. I want to do all this from distance.
You shudder to imagine the bargain that Vale must have struck.
Wrong one. Oh, okay. Can we... That was a long shot. I wonder if that moon lance... It doesn't say it can take... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It doesn't say it can take Enlarge, but I'm beginning to wonder if it does. That's hitting quite hard. Obviously, the other hit was the mantle. Beautiful. Do we have another one out here? I'm just going to wait for the finger to come off cooldown. The boss we're not going to be able to... not going to be able to Finger of Death. I can't even use some of the spell-like abilities against him. That's not good. No, anti-magic. Oh, this is a problem. No, anytime I try and pop out to cast anything that might Oh, hey, there we go. Finally. Okay. Let's get the old finger of death going down there. Same again here. Beautiful. And down there, we've got a plague reaper down there as well. Happy days. Is the plague going to come out? And no, I don't think he is. Okay. Have some of that then, mister. Right, let's search for the next beholder. I'm sure there must be at least one more down there. Yeah, okay. Can we target him? It's a pumpkin. Is that it now? I think it might be. Okay, let's go for the runes. Liking the pumpkin look, mate. It's a distinct improvement. What's the save on our finger of the 67? So for mid-heroic, that's not terrible. Looking for the last rune. Nope. Over there maybe? Yeah. Right, thoughts are turning now to the boss beholder. I don't have nearly enough I can turn that off now, can't I? I don't have nearly enough spell absorb left to look after him. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe have to sit near the shrine.
Clusters of giant mushrooms grow more sparse as you emerge from the beholder's domain. Ahead, torrents of water
So
plunge into
just
the pool far
pushing
below.
out, not jumping out, and onto this little ledge.
There will be no turning back.
Saved you. Oh, he had Death Ward anyway. Blinded. Okay, that's why we have Panacea. A Sapphire and Vertigo. So the Burst of Glacial, if you were wondering about feat selection, when we already have Greater Colour Spray, it affects quite a good number of things that we can't affect with Colour Spray, like plants and undead and that kind of thing. Also, it is evocation DC, and quite a high one too, so really in keeping with what we're trying to do with the build. I don't know why that one didn't work. Sometimes when you follow one spell closely after another, it just has a bit of a fail. I've noticed that sometimes you have to have a little pause, or at least I do on my side of things, if I want one immediately after another to be effective. Right, let's do the we'll put the Ion Stone on. We'll give that a little do. Take that. As many temp hit points as we can. And wish us luck, people. Or is that the beholder? No, it isn't. We might just get lucky and get rid of these two before the beholder even gets there. That's good. He hasn't moved, has he?
Ahead, 3 champions of Gale's forces are raiding zone.
Oh, anti-magic now, okay. He's almost gone. Happy days. Okay. Yeah, I suspect there may be some invisible enlarge going on this Moonlands. And if that's the case, that's really happy days. And even if... Or maybe it's classed as a raise spell and has double range anyway, and it's just not saying that. It seemed to hit from quite some distance. I'll have to do a bit of testing with that.
This great hall is flanked by towering statues from the Lost Age. They chose a dramatic battleground for her last stand against...
Now I know this guy is a real mana sponge. I've got to get rid of these things, or else they'll have us on the floor. Oh, that was well done. Yeah. Get the lightning in. Is he maybe immune to lightning? No, I don't think he is. Oh, that's good. That was a good one. Lost my mouse for a second. I do get an extra mark or two for remembering to trigger the 10 hit point things. I'm noticing there's over 1,000 there. That's great. Beautiful. More than happy with that.
Vale shouts in triumph.
And some super tokens as well for the TR cause. Let's go. And we made 26, didn't we, with that? Happy days. Okay, I think a solid performance overall, and the finger of death against those beholders, especially with the enlarge setting to be able to mess them up before they can mess us up, is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'd say things are going pretty well. Despite the fact I've decided, I think it's still up in the air, isn't it? I wish I could get opinions from yourselves on this as it's being recorded. I mean, we can always rejig it. I'm still not sure whether to favour Necro or Illusion. I think I can find space on the gear for a Topaz of Greater Necro or Illusion. And also the last slot, this one, I can get anything. I can have either of them. There's Illusion there, there's Necro there. I've already got Evocation and Transmutation sorted. So I don't know. I think I find more fun in the Necro, but the Illusion one, being able to stop the Reapers when they come, I think is quite important, isn't it? So, and that's the only thing we've got that can do that for us. So maybe we should be prioritising that. I do have, as mentioned in the past, 3 Deep Gnome Pass lives that are helping us with Illusion. At the moment that's sitting on 63. It's not amazing, is it? What does it have if we rage? 65, so it's be around 70 in Reaper. Still not amazing despite my best efforts. Okay, well, we were reasonably successful in there, so I'll take that as a positive. Moving on, I guess we are going soon to be trying the high road as mentioned, and possibly a bit of giant holding too. We'll see. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.